All right, Matt, let's move on to some topics here.
All right.
The first one is our episode's BG. OMG.
Okay.
Don't touch my stuff.
Don't touch my stuff. Hands off.
I think we may have talked to this early, or talked about this earlier on, maybe episode 1 or 2 or something like that.
Maybe.
We kind of mentioned it a little bit.
I think I got brought up into the topic, which, like I said, I couldn't remember what the exact topic was. But
like it wasn't a BG OMG.
No.
It may have been like competitive play or something. I don't know.
That might have been it.
Yeah. But essentially, we're talking about people that touch your pieces, move your pieces, or, for instance, you're playing Magic the Gathering or, WoW TCG or whatever TCG you want. And it's their turn and they're like, okay, I attack with this guy, shoot him with this ability. They take up your card, put it in the discard pile. It's like, whoa, I've got cards in my hand.
Yes. Response window.
This isn't Hearthstone. I can do things on your turn.
Yep.
I mean, that's probably the biggest, that's one of the 2 biggest annoyances with people touching my stuff. Really, it's just competitive games, like one-on-one games,
right,
that I get the most irritated about. What about you?
I think the only time I've ever really had an issue is like if you go to a big meetup and you're playing with people you don't know. Sometimes there's that guy that thinks it's his job to always hand cards out to everybody. Well, I mean, I like drawing the cards myself.
I do too, yeah.
And if it's easily accessible for everyone to reach it, then there's no reason for you to be the guy that just sit like that's your job. I want to make sure everyone gets their cards. Maybe it's them being nice, or like I said, maybe it's some kind of alpha game thing going on, or I don't know. But
I kind of class this topic into 2 things: competitive CCG style games or miniature games and such, and then board games. Because in board games, I'm less bothered by it. Like if we're playing like Good Cop, Bad Cop, and we've got like 10 people around a table, and I get an equipment card, if they hand me one from across the table, that's cool.
No, yeah, if I can't reach it, no problem.
I got you.
Thanks.
But if I'm playing War Machine and some dude walks up with his guy, rolls some dice, and he kills my guy and starts moving my models, one, I have a really big problem with that because my models are painted, and I don't want your grubby hands all over it. Because, I mean, if you don't wash your hands or you're coughing in your hands or doing something, it can end up tarnishing the paint, or, maybe you'll break a piece or bend something.
Right.
Like, I feel like that may be a different category of don't touch my stuff. But other than that, if you take a look at like CCGs, I don't know, it really irritated me when people kill my guy and they throw it in the discard pile.
That's probably one of the bigger ones.
Yeah, it's
definitely.
like, I'm going to stab your fingers next time.
Yeah. It's like, I can handle my own cards.
Yeah. Yeah. I know he died, but I do have a window to respond.
Right.
Okay, I'm not doing anything.
Yeah.
Discarded.
Exactly.
What about like if, you score points and people move your victory point thing? Does that...
Again, if it's not in my reach, I don't mind. But if it's like right in front of me and people are reaching, going out of their way to grab it and move it, and it's like, I can do math. I can math. Trust me.
Yeah.
I got it.
I have been guilty of this. I have been guilty of this because, if you're playing a board game where the track is like all around the board, right, and it gets over to somebody else, but I've been moving it for like 3 or 4 turns,
right,
and then now it's in front of Matt. I'm like, oh hey, it's like, oh,
well, if you're moving your own piece, I don't care. Sometimes they get grabbing at yours though, and it's like, it's right in front of me. It's within arm's reach. I can do this. Trust me.
No, I meant like when everybody's pieces are going in front of me. So I'm in charge of them while they're within like the 60 to 75 point zone. Yeah,
that's how that's just how it is. That's what I think usually I'm at the start of the game. I'm kind of rounding them around the corner. So, I mean, when it's like that, I think that's just courteous.
Yeah, I agree. I don't feel as annoyed with that. I do like the idea of drawing the card myself, especially if, like you said, if somebody's sitting there trying to pass cards out, I feel like if they do it in a different order, it can change the outcome.
Right.
I wouldn't have known what the outcome would have been, but it's just kind of like, I get to draw cards.
Yeah.
I want to touch all the pieces.
Exactly.
I got hands.
It's like, that's part of the game, is drawing the cards. That's just part of the motif. Or I probably just said a word wrong, but whatever. It's part of the game.
Yeah.
I want to grab them cards. I want to, experience just, what am I getting one at a time?
Right. Yeah. That's really fun. I don't know, if somebody's passing you cards and you get to draw and look at each one first, Yeah, they don't need to be touching that stuff. But I don't know. So in competitive play is a very big no-no, especially models. That's a big no-no. But board games is not the end of the world for me. Unless they start picking up my dice after I'm rolling them.
Right.
You leave those where they land.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. BGOMG.